Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Today, guys, we're going to be going over the latest episode of The Shy, Season 5, episode number 8. And it's called Sweet Thing. Hey. So, guys, in this episode, we're going to get right into it. We see that it is Valentine's Day and the men are all shopping and they're looking for their gifts for their ladies. They're looking for cards and all of that stuff. And, obviously Trig's, his main focus is his girl, Fatima. Well, that's not his girl, but you know what it is, right? Okay, so we got that. Now we also have this scene right here where we have Darnell going over to Emmett's place and he's saying that he wants to marry Jada. And I'm like, okay, listen, guys. Darnell is really serious. But ain't that a daggone shame how it works like that? Like, it took all of this time, and he's older now. I don't know how old Darnell is. He does try to act like he's pretty freaking old, you know what I'm saying? But listen, look, Jada, she been loving this man for a long time. Okay, so finally got it right. Okay, let me say hello to my people. Hey, Damian Robinson and LSW and Karen Jones and HEA. How y'all doing? Love y'all. All right, so he is actually coming over here. I'm respecting the moves that Darnell is making this season. Okay, he's serious about his woman and he is saying, listen, I'm not messing nothing up. So I need to make sure that I do everything right, okay? I'm not messing this chance up. This is the 17th chance. I'm not messing it up, okay? So he's asking Emmett for his mother's hand. He wants the blessing. And Emmett is like, why you need that, And Darnell was just saying because in all of these years, you have pretty much been the man in her life. So I want you to, say that it's okay. The crazy thing about it is everybody's shopping while everybody's doing they're shopping, the cards and the gifts and everything for their ladies. This man, he buying beer and all the stuff for himself, right? On Valentine's Day, because he done forgot that it's Valentine's Day. So what's going on here? You got Keisha coming downstairs and she's like, happy Valentine's Day, y'all, and he's like, oh my gosh, it's Valentine's Day. I forgot. I got to get out of here and go get your mom something. And before I move on to the next theme, I gotta let you know. I see you, Detroit Kings was saying, said this show is trash. Sorry. It's okay. um where was I at? I'm sorry, guys. So Darnell is saying, I got to get out of here and I got to go get your mom a gift. But we find out later that Darnell does not celebrate Valentine's Day, but he's trying to do whatever he can for Jada at this point, right? But also before he leaves, Emmett is pretty much telling him that he doesn't trust his father yet. Of course he's has a better relationship with his father now, but he doesn't really trust him yet with his mom. And he also made a statement and was like, people don't change. And I'm like, how the heck you gonna say something like that when you over here trying to claim that you a changed man? You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay, we'll see if your words ring true. You know what I'm saying? Yep, that's right, Damien. And Inga, yes, he pissed me off. Shah definitely pissed me off. We will talk about that. Tonight we're gonna pretty much try our best to go scene by scene. So yeah, but I'm gonna try my best to go scene by scene. And I'm hoping that I don't get so excited that I just go ahead and just talk. You know what I'm saying? Because I got some rants. I feel like there are certain things that happened and I was just like, ooh, I cannot wait to go live and talk to my people because there are certain things that really pissed me off. Okay. So now we got this scene right here. This is one of the scenes that I was kind of ranting about. So Trig, he goes over to see Fatima and he's like, I want to apologize to you about the other night. And she said, don't worry about it. Don't apologize. We both came into this thing with our eyes wide open. So here's the thing about this scene. To me, she was contradicting herself. One moment she's saying, oh, don't apologize. We came into this situation with our eyes wide open. So that means you know what to expect, right? You know what it is, right? And then he's like, I don't want this thing to be like this forever and everything. And she's like, well, I'm not trying to wait forever. And how long you want me to wait and all of this. And that's why I wasn't sitting by the phone and all that. Look, that's cool. You wasn't sitting by the phone. That means you knew what it was, right? But now you over here talking about, well, I'm not trying to wait forever. But you knew that this man had to be, well, he doesn't have to be. He made the choice to be in a little fake relationship so that he can win, right? He can win his little campaign or whatever. Okay, that's what he wants to do. That's the choice that he's making. But don't try to make him feel like he has to make a choice now. Even though she's not pressuring him, her actions of, shying away and pulling back from him, it makes him feel like he has to make a choice to claim her or else he's going to lose her. And I just feel like this was really a bad idea for him to get into anything while he is playing house or, playing with Tiara. It's just not a good look for him to even be trying to pursue anybody else. Okay, yes, HEA, he is very into Fatima. I kind of feel like they're moving fast, and I don't know what it is about Trig, but how he's falling for her so quickly is, crazy to me. But this was just one of the scenes that kind of got on my nerves because it was just like, all right, you knew the deal, so why is this an issue? You really probably should have, if you decided that you were going to have sex with the guy, fine, whatever, do you, but it shouldn't been nothing else. You don't expect anything else because he's busy playing like he's with somebody else. So there's her face. She's like, yeah, I ain't trying to wait. I'm not buying this crap right now. So now we have this very interesting scene. Okay. Tiffany is there and she's picking up her son, Emmett Jr. She sees boxes and, Emmett is moving boxes around. And she's like, are you moving? And he said, no, we got to work some things out. Tiff, has some issues at the dorm. So she's going to move in with me. And she's like, you wasn't going to let me know that. And he said, you didn't let me know, that you moved in with Rob. And she says, so you're doing this to get back at me? Because it seems like every time somebody says, well, when I say somebody, we're talking about Keisha last week. We got to tell Tiff. So every time someone mentions something about being honest with Tiff or saying something to Tiff, this is what Emmett says. Oh, she wasn't telling me this and she wasn't telling me that. So I'm like, you know what? At some point, I'm wondering, are you doing this to get back at her as well? I think I said this last week when me and Moochie was on together. And, he said, it's not all about you. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to figure some things out. She needs help. We're trying to figure some things out. Plus, I need help as well. And my thing is, really, what do you really need help with? You have one child that I think EJ comes over more than anybody and than any of his other kids. His other kids probably come over, every other weekend? We don't really know, but they don't seem to be there that much, right? As much as little EJ. And he's over here saying, I need help. No, you don't. You don't. No, you don't. Anyway, so let me hear what y'all saying real quick before I get into anything else with this scene. Lena, hi. Says, I think Rob gonna snap next episode. I can't wait. Yep, I feel it. I feel it, guys, and I've been saying it. And yeah. So Inga, hey girl, says Tiffany is trash. I'm glad Emmett kicked her A to the curb. All right, so now we got so after she hears this situation, she says, okay, well, are you going to what are you doing for Valentine's Day? And she's like, because I'm thinking, I want to do some things, and can you keep EJ? And this Negro going to say no, I can't keep EJ because I'm going to have Ronnie and the other boys or whatever. And I said, are you freaking kidding me? I'm sorry, guys. However y'all feel about Tiffany, this right here was a no-no. This was a no-no. So you mean to tell me that your girlfriend, you going to keep her child because that's your girl, and you're trying to cater to her for Valentine's Day. We know that he put her up in a hotel and everything so she could just have one of those days where she has, it's all, It's all to herself. Nobody bothers her. She's going to have a nice, relaxing time, right? But she asks you, your wife, because she's still your wife, asks you to watch your son, and you say you can't because why? Because you're going to watch your other sons and you're going to watch your girlfriend's son. Like that, to me, guys, I'm sorry. That don't make no sense. And I don't agree at all. How you not going to make room? You just had all of them over there the other day or a week or two ago or whatever it was. I don't know. It's Valentine's Day now. So whatever. We went from Christmas to freaking Valentine's Day. You know, they moving all over the place on this show right now. So anywho, so that right there just got under my freaking skin. And so Tiffany was like, all right, it's okay. I'll just bring him to my mother's house or whatever. And then she also made a comment and says something about you never did nothing that nice for me, you know. So I'm going to go into a little more when we get back to another scene with Tiffany in it. And we'll talk about that a little more later. So Inga says, and if Rob does snap on next episode, Tiffany deserves it because she's playing games with everybody. Okay, let's see. So now we have this scene right here where I wasn't, to be honest, guys, with these two right here, I didn't care. Every time they showed them, I was just like, okay, next, let's move on. I understand they're in mourning and they have to show you know, the mourning process, but I was just like, I don't care. Like, y'all need to focus on school. All right. Yeah, focus on school, get your lives together, do something. Jake, the fact that Jake was so bothered by losing this child, totally get it. But this young man has nothing else to live for. Like, he doesn't have any other plans with his life. And so I'm just like wondering what in the world is going on here. Like, why are you so, you know, I don't want to sound mean, guys. I don't want to sound mean. I don't want to say that why are you so pressed? He lost a child. So please don't take that wrong. Please. I know what it's like. I had a miscarriage before. I know what it's like. But these are kids, and what I'm trying to say is, aside from the kid thing, it's like Jake, you never really seen him so passionate or sad about anything else. And he's just so, he was really into having this baby. And I'm just like, why though? Like you really Trig needs to sit down, honestly, before he started to try to do any what's that he's into, running for city council, this, he really should have been like focused on his little brother and what school he's going to go to, what he's going to do for his future, all that stuff, because he still needs some guidance. He's really lost. I'm starting to see that he's really lost. You know how I say, oh, Bakari is lost, but this kid, but you know, Bakari is more lost because he doesn't have anybody. But Jake, he's kind of lost in plain sight. You know what I'm saying? And that happens, unfortunately, with kids sometimes. Like, you can have your own kid and you get so wrapped up in your own life and your own world and whatever the heck is going on that you forget to pay attention to your kids and, you know, give them that attention that they need and stuff like that. So it is really scary. I kind of feel like this is what's going on with him, because why are you so wrapped up in trying to have a baby? Not to say that he's going to try to get Jemma pregnant again. I'm just saying, it's like, yo, like, you really was focused on having this freaking baby. And then you was not trying to do anything when she told you she was going to keep it, you know? So anywho, let me see what you guys talk about real quick. HEA says, me too, I'm over Jake and Jemma. Hi Aisha, that's how I feel about scenes with Trig. I'm so over it. Yeah, me too, with Trig too. Me too, girl. I'm like over it. Good point, KJ. I think it's triggering because of his mother. Yes, good point. I will say this about this show. I did tell you guys that I feel that the writing has been a little bit inconsistent from last season to this season, but I do believe that some of the people that write, they try to focus on the psychological factors. They do. So it's like they try to hit, you know, what's going on in somebody's mind in their childhood or experiences, this and that. I do believe that, guys. which I'm going to bring up a point about Tiffany later on, and some of y'all might not want to hear it, but I got to let you know, I got to say it, because I'm thinking that this is what they're trying to do with her as well. All right, let me see what else we got here. Hey Lawrence, he says Jake was right, they didn't need a baby. What you mean they was right? He said they didn't need a baby? Because he didn't say that. I don't remember him saying that. I don't remember him saying that. Oh, Jake was right. They didn't need a baby. No, they didn't. They didn't need one. And you know what he was asking her? He was asking her. He was asking Jemma, well, do you feel is a part of you relieved that this happened? You know, and she's like, what? Why would you ask me that question? This and that and the third. So in this scene, guys, I just want to go over real quick because I don't think I want to talk about them anymore. So in this scene, she's basically telling him that she had a dream about him and you know, her and having a baby and all of that stuff. And then he was like, you know, what was the baby, a boy or girl? And she's like, well, why does that matter, Jake? This and that. And I'm like, girl, why you bring up the dream then, if that's the case? If you're not going to share the whole thing with him, he's in mourning just like you. So that was a little bit annoying. And, you know, that's all that was really going on. I will take my, hat off to Jake, if you will, and say, I like how he's been stepping up and he's been there with her, right? Bringing her food and brought her a little Valentine's Day card, things like that. He's spending time with her while she's going through this moment and, or these moments. And like she was saying, I just need to feel it all. I just have to go through it. You know what I'm saying? It's a sad thing for her to go through as a kid. And she's saying that she'll never be the same and all of this stuff. And, you know, one thing I will say about these kids is that they just think they're so freaking grown. You know, and I was scrolling through YouTube one of these days. I think it was like yesterday or something, and I saw some kind of like, I don't know if it was a shorts or it was some community tab thing, and it was from the Shy, and they were saying they think they're grown, but they're just growing. So that also confirms that we're right when we say these kids think they so daggone grown, because that's the point. That's what the creators are trying. That's the message that they're trying to give us, is that these kids think they grown and they think they got it all, you know, figured out, and they really don't, you know. So they're going through these premature experiences, unfortunately, because they're trying to do grown things, and it's just not helpful. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Inga says, I know this is television, but there's no parental guidance or supervision on the show. These kids just doing whatever the heck they want to do. They're not grown. Yes, and look at that. I just finished talking before I even read your comment, Inga. I just finished talking about how grown they think they are. And I also said one time when we were talking, I don't know if I think I was on with Moochie at one point, and I was just saying that I blamed the father, Jemma's father, for her being in this situation. You can't be with your kids all the time, you know what I'm saying? But your parenting and your parenting style does help some of the things. And he gives her way too much freedom, and he gives her like these grown lady choices. And it was just like, okay, guy, you're trying your best, but it's a little too, it's ridiculous for me. So yeah, like you said, it's no guidance. It's to the point where it's no freaking guidance. And it was very odd at the same time for me to hear her tell her father in this episode that she was afraid to hear what he would have to say or what he would have to think, because with the freedom that he gives her, I wouldn't think she would be too afraid about what he got to say. You know what I mean? Anyway, so HEA says Jake has never experienced love, so he probably was hoping to get it from the child. I think that as well. Yeah, that came to my mind. I think Aisha says, I think it hurts more because his mom just left him. Karen Jones says, loss after loss. Reg, his mom, now the baby. Yeah, sad. That's the problem that I have, that they think they're grown and there's no parental guidance or parental supervision from anybody. Yeah. And Trig is out here chasing love. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to be trying to listen. Tierra already done warned the dude. You didn't. Oh, hold on, guys. I got noise in the back. Sorry about that. So, oh gosh, I hate when I get sidetracked like that. Yeah, so Trig is busy out in these streets. He's supposed to be, you know, running for city council, but he's out here chasing love, right? Chasing tail and everything. And meanwhile, your little brother's going through this, and he's out here having raw sex as well. Okay, got him in this situation in the first freaking place. I mean, yeah, we know Imani, she gave him condoms and all of that, but it's just like you said, too much freedom, no guidance, and all of the above. Prodini, I hope that's how you say it. Maybe that beating changed Jemma's father. He carefree now. Maybe he did. Maybe he did care a little more before he got beat. I don't know. HES says, true. He was supposed to tighten the reins when he saw Kev jump out the window. Mm-hmm. So let's move on from these freaking children. I think they are so grown. Chuck Thugger, what up? I think Jemma knows she's not going to be with Jake for long. So in a way, she feel like she dodged a bullet. Maybe that's the reason why she didn't want to like kind of answer that question when he said that. Like, do you feel like it's a relief? You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why she didn't want to answer the question. You know, I don't know, but that's a good point. She might feel like, I'm just hoping that as she's reflecting, guys, because she's doing a lot of thinking by herself. She's doing a lot of thinking, a lot of reflecting, and I'm hoping that she's really having these moments. Come to Jesus now, honey, because she been really out here with some outlandish thoughts, and I'm hoping that this experience just kind of brings her back down to, you know, back on that track. Remember when she was with Kevin, she was all about going to school and all about the future and all about this, that, and the third. So I really hope that she gets back to that, you know. All right. So we're back to Darnell and our girl Jada. And, you know, he's like taking her out and she's like, Darnell, like, really? Because, you know, she knows him. Like, I know you do not like this. Like, you don't care about holidays and all of that stuff. He's like, yes, that's true. But, you know, you my queen and you care. And so I'm going to care. And we're going to have a good time. Okay. She's like, all right. And then they meet up with these guys and they know them. They're a couple and they know them from since high school. And they're like, oh, we didn't think y'all was going to make it because y'all was going through so much. Y'all used to break up all the time. Da, 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 da. Like, I think that there's nothing worse than when you meet people that you knew from when you was a kid and all they do is remind you of what you did when you was a kid, especially the screw ups. Like, if y'all talking about fun stuff, that's cool. But why do you have to remind me of everything that I did that was messed up? Like, what's wrong with people like that? Anyway, so this couple honestly got on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when they were bringing up the old stuff and Jada, it was kind of like, oh, we are about the new and we, you know, we're moving on and things like that, bigger and better, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I love him and he loves me. I feel like they probably weren't really feeling that. I don't know. Like, I feel like they wasn't too happy for them. Like, it's not like they were, how do I say this? Okay. Like, it's not like they were saying like they was hating on them, but it's just like, why was y'all like, what are we doing here? You know, like, even this moment right here, they're like, oh, we got time. Why don't you join us? We can. And they were like, oh, yeah, okay. We could see me with you for a hot second or whatever. They was like, you could do more than that. And it was just like, who does that on Valentine's Day? We're out here having a date. We don't want to be with y'all. I don't care if we knew you from high school or whatever. I'm out here with my man and I'm out here with my woman. I don't want to be with y'all. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they must have been pretty good friends because even when they went out to eat later on, they were still talking about the old stuff, guys. You know what I'm saying? And talk about how they had to put sugar in his tank and all that. So that girl must have been friends enough with Jada to go ahead and go out and do some get back dirt on Darnell. But we're going to talk more about this later because, you know, like I said, we're trying to go scene by scene or whatever. But let me see what you guys are saying. And so, Lauren said, Darnell is my ninja, bro. He is funny. Yes, he is. LSW said, facts, Miss K. Detroit said, Big L. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Prodini said they were being snide. Look, exact. Thank you. Thank you. I just didn't feel the love. Like, it just didn't feel genuine at all. So when Jada spoke up and was like, you know, we kind of just moved on past all that and we wanted this and that, you know, it didn't seem like they even appreciated the fact that she kind of told them like, yeah, y'all bringing up the old stuff ain't doing nothing. And to be honest, I got a little afraid that it was gonna put a damper on their evening and kind of, mess things up or cause an argument or anything, because these folks was bringing up old stuff. But I love the maturity on Darnell and Jada. Like, they are serious about trying to make this thing work. We know what happened in the past. We're not doing that anymore. We're not going to the same reasons why we was breaking up last time. Like, we're not doing that. We trying to do something different. Like in last week's episode, when he was leaving, she like, where are you going? Even when he was trying to talk to her, and it's like, listen, woman, what you want? Don't talk to me like that. And she didn't say it in a way where it was like she trying to argue with him. She just said, no, you're not going to talk to me like that. You need to relax. But what we're not going to do, and what I'm not trying to do, is break up all the freaking time just because we had some words. But look what that conversation did. She done told this man, the next man that moving with me is going to be my husband. We get in this episode and he is ready to pop the question, honey. Okay. Thank you. JT says, hello, Miss K. Hi. These were not friends. Yes, I agree. I definitely agree. So now here we go with some more. I don't want to say not friends because Trig and Shad are friends. But honey, the situation that was going on at this table, I was like, this is not good. First of all, we saw in, I think, the previous episode or the episode before last, they were building up to this weakness that we saw in Shad when he was kind of like scrolling through the internet or Instagram or whatever, and he was looking at these ladies and like, oh, good morning. They listen, they trying to say good morning to a ninja. It's okay. It don't hurt to look, blah, blah, blah. Wrong attitude, brother. Wrong attitude. And you see how he's like openly flirting with Tiara. And it was like, no, her name is Tiara. So, and it was just like, oh my gosh, this is not good. I don't like what's going on. But they were doing good at the table. Him and Deja, they was cute at the table and everything, do a little kissy face stuff. And then when you see how Tiara was looking, like I wish I had that. Like, this is the second time where we see Tiara kind of looking like or feeling like, I wish I had this. Like when it came to Jake getting Jemma pregnant, I wish I was pregnant. Now you see this situation and it's like, oh, I wish that was me in some type of relationship or whatever. But this isn't scratching my head moment is last week when you had Trig blushing. You was like, oh no, you're not my type. And here my thing was, I'm thinking that's right, because your type is the ladies. Okay. But listen, the way she was giving Shad the eyes, I said, okay, I guess the ladies is not just your type, and Trig's not your, like, why is Trig not your type? That's what I want to know, y'all. Why is Trig not her type? Because clearly she's bi, okay? And we've seen how she came back for a ninja later on that night, okay? Now we gonna talk about that later on once we get there. Now Inga says that Tiara is a snake, and she definitely is for doing that. All right. JT says that Vic was disrespectful texting. Yep. And he was disrespectful for doing all of this stuff, like in front of Deja. Like, this woman who's been supportive, she's had your back, like against her family. Like, no, what the heck is going on here? Trig, he's not interested in ladies, so that's why he's sitting there texting. Yeah, he's you right about that. Trig is Trig, I don't know what it is about him, guys, but here we go. Let's talk about the psychological factor, right? We're gonna go back to this. When we first met Trig, one thing I remember is this story that he was telling. I forgot who he was telling the story to. I think it might have been Imani, and he was talking about his father. I think he's the only one out of his brothers that had a relationship with his father. And he was saying that he remembered how his father would come home and he would lay on his back. Lay his head on his father's lap, and his father would run his fingers through his hair and like caress, massage his head or whatever, something like that. And so in a way, I was wondering if that is the reason why he kind of like, I don't know, guys. I'm trying here. Is that the reason why he's feeling like, all right, he wants to go for the transgender women, knowing that they're men? Is that some type of way to fill the void that he feels his father left? I don't know. Like, it's just, I'm trying to figure it out because, listen, somebody, like, when I ask this question, like, what is Trig when it comes to the community, right? The LGBTQ community. What is Trig? And this person, he's a part of the community. So he says he was gay. So he says Trig is definitely a part of the community. He's not straight, because obviously his preference is to be with transgender women. And we also saw that Trig was not trying to claim that, even when he was in like a gay bar and stuff like that, and that Imani had to get on him like, these are my people and all of this stuff. So we're seeing here in this season that he has a type. So I'm really confused. Trig, JT said Trig is confused. Yes, and Miss K is confused, guys, because I don't know. Maybe he's the Q part of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's not interested. It is Inga. It is. It's very confusing. So and the thing about it is, it's like he's clearly gunning for these kind of women, because when Imani stood up and asked him those questions, he went right for her after that. So, anyway, so we got this scene right here where I was gonna say Iman because it's Iman Shumpert. Rob is telling Tiffany that he has to leave on Valentine's Day. I have to see this client, yada yada yada. And I was like, excuse me, where are you going, bro? Like, you got a chick? Like, who do you need to go see on Valentine's Day? I didn't appreciate this moment, and I was really like, radars was going up. Okay. So yeah. And Tiffany is pissed off, and she makes a comment. She says, Emmett did something real nice for Keisha. And he said, what that got to do with me? And remember how I was saying that he's always high, so you never know like how he would really be if he got upset or angry or anything like that. It didn't seem like he was too high in this episode, I will say. But you saw like little glimpses of him kind of getting more irritated by Tiff, where before we didn't see much of that. Everything was just so like, yo, why you acting like that? This is life. And it was just like, everything with him is he never understands where the heck she's coming from. Anyway, I say all that to say, guys, is because I was watching this video about a sociopath, and one of the symptoms, I guess, or characteristics of a sociopath has something to do with how Rob always reacts to Tiffany's. Like any type of plight that she has, he always kind of like brushes it off like, nah, that's nothing. Like he doesn't have any empathy. That's what it is, right? He doesn't empathize with her for anything. And it had me really thinking about him. And I'm like, oh, snap. Rob does that to Tiffany all the time. He's always trying to sweep, her problems under the rug, or whatever bothers her. He's always trying to sweep it under the rug. So we're going to see how far this goes, guys. I told you I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for this man to lose it. And that's that. And he said, what that got to do with me, though, right? When she said, Emmett is doing something real nice for Keisha. He said, what that got to do with me? I celebrate you all the time. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a holiday to celebrate you. And that was fine. He dealt with that cool. He did. Okay. Now we have Keisha, and she over here watching. She's chilling, and she's watching Waiting to Exhale, and she see friends just talking. So it makes her miss Tiff, and she decides to text Tiff and say, do you want to meet up and all of that stuff? So they wind up meeting up, and we will talk about that as well. Okay. So now this was cute because, I always have, Kevin is one of my favorites. So I always have to, just mention him. even if nothing is really going on, guys, I feel like I gotta mention him because it's my little dude right there. He's so cute. He decided to get Simone a star named after her. He got a certificate and everything. So, Lene told him he was so nervous to give her this because Lene already put in his ear that all girls like to, they like nice things and this and that and the third. And he was like, no, she would like this. It just goes to show that he's paying attention. And what Lene said was wrong. We do like nice things, but if you're paying attention to your woman or you're paying attention to your man, you should be able to get them a gift that that they're gonna like because you see what they like and what they don't like, their interests and all of that. And if your woman is all up into the galaxies and the stars, then you're gonna name a star after her. Shoot. Anyway, but that was that. And that was so cute. And also I love how you like this one, Inga. How she was like, my grandma, I'm sorry, my grandmother, she's making me keep the door open. I said, go ahead, grandma. That's what I'm talking about. Because when I had my son had his little girlfriend come over, I'm like, keep that freaking door open. That's right. No closed doors up in this piece. I can't be with you all the time. When you leave this house, I don't know everything that you're doing. But in my house, you will leave the door open. Okay. Hey, VK, JTD. You're going to leave the door open, honey. Okay, so now we get to Papa's house. And guys, this freaking kid, Bakari, is trying to smoke in the house. And Papa is like, what are you doing? Put that out. And Bakari's like, oh, shoot, yeah, your father's a preacher, right? I'm sorry, I'm just stressed out and everything. And so Papa tells him, he said, I know that you feel bad about what happened. And Bakari is trying to deny that he had anything to do with the fact that Jemma lost her baby. And Papa was like, yeah, you did, okay? You may not have directly made her lose the baby, but your actions caused a stampede. Everybody was running to the door and it caused Jemma to get trampled over. And, Bakari, he feels bad about it. And Papa is saying, you need to apologize. And he's like, nah, I ain't doing all of that, So they changed the subject a little bit. And Papa is like, what's really messed up, though, is that I'm up in here with you for Valentine's Day. And Bakari's like, well, I don't want to be here with you either. And I'm not pressed. And Papa called him on it like, yeah, okay, whatever. There has to be somebody out there that you like. And we saw in last week's episode that he saw Lene. And yeah, okay. So he said, okay, if I decide to, what should I do? This is what he said. He asked him, Bakari asked Papa, what should he do? And Papa's telling him, just, give her a card and something like that. So Bakari says, okay, if you have good handwriting, can you write it for me? And, whatever, and I'll do that. And Papa says, okay, if I write it for you, because I do have good handwriting now. If I write it for you, you have to go apologize to Jake and Jemma. And we did talk about this last week, me and Moochie, we were saying, because I told you guys that my theory about Bakari is that I don't think that he's going to steer Papa in the wrong direction. I know a lot of people were saying that, but I don't think that's what's going to happen. I feel like the showrunners are trying to steer Bakari in the right direction. And the fact that he's teamed up with Papa is the one that's going to rub off on him. As we see, it's happening, right? But I'm afraid. I feel like my heart is breaking as I watch Bakari, and I'm seeing the innocence shine through. Even when he smiles, I'm like, there we go. Like, this is a baby, guys. Like, I know a lot of people have something to say about Bakari. This is a kid still. And like I said, a lost kid. And like Rashad said, a lost kid. And you see that smile coming through, and you see those innocent moments, and it breaks my heart because I feel like they're going to make something happen to him. And that's the part that I'm not looking forward to. Okay? Not at all. So yes, leave that door open, honey. Okay? I could never have no boy in my bedroom having dinner when we're 15, 16 years old. What type of mess is this? JT says Bakari is not going to make it right. That's what I'm sad about. I'm sad about that, guys. I don't like that. I don't really know what else to say about it. I really don't. But that's my theory about Bakari. And I wish that they would turn the situation around and just make it to where this kid, like, show that there's really hope for people, though. You know what I'm saying? Because there are kids out there that have gone down the same path as Bakari, and they got the help that they needed. They got around people that they needed to be around, and they changed, and they really turned out to be fine and great adults. Can we show that? I mean, I know that in life, this stuff really be happening where people don't make it all the time. But I mean, we've seen enough. We've seen Reg get killed. We've seen a good dude like, I was going to say Jason Mitchell, like Brandon get killed, and he was a good one. So can we see a different spin? Can we show kids actually surviving? Sheesh kebab. Anywho, guys, enough of that, So he writes the letter for him. He says, listen, if I do this for you, you got to go talk to Jake and Jemma. He says, okay, I'll do that. All right. So now Papa goes over there and he gives the card to Lene, and Lene is just looking like, who is this for real? I was so happy that, Papa was honest that he was the one who wrote it. He said yes, because she asked, did you write this? This is nice handwriting. Did you write it? Whatever. And because I was hoping that it wasn't going to be a situation where she thought it was Papa, because it said it was signed your secret admirer. Okay. But Papa was honest. He said, I wrote it, but it's the secret admirer, and I can't tell you. And they didn't keep it going for long, because Bakari came through the door. Look at him, cute baby. So he came through the door, and she's like, I like what you wrote and all of this stuff. And he said, really? So, you want to, maybe we can kick it and all of this stuff. And she said, I know what you did. And he said, I didn't mean to do it, And she said, I know, right? So as they're doing what they do, talking about the whole situation. Well, they didn't say much, but Papa interrupted them and was like, all right, we got to go because, you said you was going to go ahead and apologize. Look, Papa was about that business. Like, all right, I did what I did. Now let's go. Let's go over here and talk to Jake and Jemma. And he was like, all right, man, come on. Like, we got to go already. So she said, yeah, why don't you go handle that? And then we can hang out. And look how cute she looks smiling. I mean, listen, this little girl, I told y'all, I love Lene, but her hard exterior gets under my skin sometimes. And I know it's because she's been through a lot. I told y'all that I don't feel like her and Bakari is a bad matchup, because I feel like they have a lot in common that they can actually I think that their relationship would be therapeutic to one another, because they will be able to get each other. They both had those hard exteriors, and they're really just these kids that need love on the inside. Like, you look how she gets when you break down her walls. She's such a freaking beautiful little chocolate girl. And then Bakari, it's like that. You can see that these kids, they got some good in them. All right. So I love this. I'm not opposed to the whole Bakari and Lene situation, but I feel bad because if they get together and something happens to Bakari, this is going to be another thing that is going to destroy Lene. All right. This is why I'm not here for none of this. Not at all. Okay. So JT says they doing Bakari like Ronnie, turn good, then pay for it. Right. Like, come on now. I'm not feeling it. Lawrence Greer says something bad is going to happen. Everybody is too happy. Inga says all the parents or adults seem like they are preoccupied with their own drama, that no one's paying attention to these children. And that is true. That is so true. LSW said they would make a nice couple. Yes. Lawrence Greer, what's good? Hey, what up? Miss Brillo. What up, Brilsy Brills? Vacay said trauma bonds. I mean, kinda. Not all the way. Yes, hit that like. Thanks for the reminder. Not all the way, but you know what I'm saying. That doesn't mean that they have to sit there and talk about each other's trauma, but who better to understand? All right. So now we're back to the fake friends, okay, that decided that their lives are so boring. They've been together for 20 years or whatever, but their lives are so freaking boring that they wanted to sit down with Darnell and Jada and just talk about how terrible they were, or not how terrible they were, how terrible Darnell was, guys, to the point where, and I did feel bad on this part, to the point where this man, I think he got drunk or something like that, and he crashed his father's car or something, and it made them miss the freaking prom. It made Jada miss the prom. I was like, oh my gosh, this man really put Jada through the ringer. And so, yes, this was that moment where I was saying, I hope that it doesn't turn this night sour for Darnell and Jada. Okay. But like I said, she was just like, Jada was like, listen, we not on that anymore. We moved past it. We're like, he loves me and I love him. And that was just that. Okay. And look at this guy. Like I said, salty. That just because she brought it up, like, we not about to sit here and let y'all just bring up the past like that and just think that it's okay. We're not living in the past. He don't look too happy about that. Why? Because he's freaking bored. That's probably why. He bored with Chubby or whatever the freak her nickname was. Y'all been together for 20 years and y'all bored, so y'all trying to start trouble between Darnell and Jada. So now we get to this scene right here. I'm not gonna say that much about it, I think. And to me, it was pointless. I really don't feel there was a need. I don't know. I don't feel like there was, it accomplished absolutely nothing. You got Tiffany, of course, she's asking the regular questions, the same questions that she asked Emmett. How long was this going on? And Keisha's like, I can't put a time on it. I feel like, honestly, the way Keisha responded to this situation or even this meeting, it did not help. If I was in Tiff's shoes, and I needed my friend to explain to me anything about what the heck is going on, why are you with my ex, I would not feel good after walking away from this, because Keisha just wants Tiffany to accept it and move the freak on. Just accept it. I mean, we're gonna all, we're gonna get through this. Why? Because you're not the one hurt. You're the one happy now, right? But we're gonna all get through this. Isn't that how people are every time when they're not the ones that's being hurt? They're the ones that's doing the hurting. They always want you to get past it. Just like a cheating spouse. They want you to get past it. Don't bring it up anymore. I don't want to talk about it. You're still hurting, but I'm not. I did it. You're still here. Let's move past it. That's how they acting. That's how Emmett is acting, and that's how Keisha is acting. Okay? A lot of people, they're like, they're not here for what Tiff is going through. And y'all know I always was on Tiff about everything. But like I said, because of the way this whole thing went down, I'm not here for it. I'm not. Because what I definitely don't like is how people are forgetting that Emmett was dogging this girl out. So, oh well. Everybody, y'all don't remember that? Y'all forgot? Because he dogged her out. So go ahead and put in the comments how foul Emmett is as well when you talk about Tiffany, because Tiffany's not my favorite person. She got on my nerves. The whole thing that she did, the open marriage, I couldn't stand Emmett chasing her down. And I'm like, Emmett, just drop her. But what I don't appreciate and I don't respect is him going after her friend. Yeah, he was with Keisha first. Yeah, he was. Okay, he was. But after that situation happened and these girls became friends, y'all shouldn't have did it. Lauren said they both effed up. Exactly. They are. They are. That's all I want. That's all I want. Let's just be fair about it. Because at the end of the day, what I think when we talk about the psychological factors, right? What I think that the writers are trying to do with Tiff is that they trying to make it to where she did the whole open marriage thing, which I don't agree with. She did that whole thing to guard her heart. Like I'm gonna stay with Emmett, but I'm gonna do the open marriage because I don't want to keep on getting hurt. And unfortunately, it still turns out for her to get hurt anyway. You know what I mean? I want to go deeper. and I'm really annoyed with Keisha because I don't feel like she's trying to, she doesn't understand where Tiff is coming from. And when Tiff says to her, what if I would have did that with Nuck? She's just, she can't get it. She doesn't get it. I wouldn't ask you to do that. I wouldn't ask you to stop how you feel. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't try to even fight your feelings, and you were doing this behind her back. All right. But anyway, we're going to get back to that, because when she asked her if you would change, what she say? Do you think he's changed, or what if he does the same thing to you? She's like, well, I have to trust that, that's not going to happen, and that he's changed and all of this stuff. So it was just something that was a whole pointless, so pointless. If you wanted to be girlfriends on some waiting to exhale chicks, don't do that. Savannah and them don't get down like that, Keisha. So you should have never called Tiffany over there, because you ain't like the girls from that's some real friends. You ain't like them. So don't be calling nobody over, because you not Savannah and what's the other girl's names, y'all? I forgot. Shoot. You ain't Savannah, and you ain't I used to know their names so good. I don't know them anymore. Shoot. Okay. Anyway, so this dude here, Darnell, he's beating himself up about that night, and he's saying, listen, we could this could have been us. I'm sorry about all of this, and I'm sorry about what I did back in the day. We could have been celebrating our 20-year anniversary. And Jada was just like, listen, that wasn't our path. Like, it's okay. Like I said, I really love how Jada was trying to just talk the dude down, like, yes, girl. Yes. We need to review. Yes. We talked about this, I think, last week. We do need to review it. And I think we are going to review it, girl. Yes, HEA, Robin, Gloria, Bernadette. Is it Bernadette or Bernadine? I feel like it's Bernadette. I don't know. You might be right, Bernadine, because I don't forgot. But yes, definitely Robin, Gloria, Bernie. Gentle reminder, take 1 second, hit the like. Thank you, your queen. How you doing, girl? JT said, why Tiff bring up Nuck? Keisha hasn't talked to him in years. I guess because that was the ex. And to be honest, her bringing him up, I was waiting for Keisha to say, well, Nuck wasn't really that much to me. I didn't think her and Nuck was really that much, but obviously, I feel like this show, they be trying to make relationships more than what they really were. They didn't show us that, but they be trying to make it like that. Anyway, I don't care. Anywho, so yeah, like I said, back to these guys. She just talking them down like, it's okay, Donna. Like, don't beat yourself up, okay? So now we to this scene, because this freaking fool, Rashad he went into the kitchen and he sees Tiara there, and he's talking about, oh girl, you look good enough to eat. Unfortunately, Deja heard him. And she was like, I'm packing my stuff and I'm getting the heck up out of here. He's like, what is going on? Where you going? And she's telling him, like, you don't say that. If you're in a relationship, you don't say that to another woman on Valentine's Day. And he want to sit there talking about I'm just learning. And she said, admit it, you got a crush on her, right? And he's like, I just came out of jail. I got a crush on everybody, I thought that was kind of funny, but at the same time, it's like, really, Rashad? So how special is this woman to you if all it takes is for another woman to give you some attention, and now you just, or you know what I'm saying? So this was bad. This was really bad. And yes, Rashad messed up super bad. Hey, Irvin, messed up super bad. HEA says that jail excuse was lame. It sure was. And Lauren says, he says what Tiara says. He was just being nice. Why'd you have to do that? Because Tiara is like dry in these streets, I guess, when it comes to compliments. Roz is ignoring her, not giving her the love that she's desperately needing in these moments. Like, what the heck is going on? And I mean, I don't know, guys, because So your queen says she reacted over the top. I think I feel her though. I don't think he was crushing on her. Yeah, I mean, I don't think she should have left. So I see what you mean, your queen. I don't think she should have left. I think she should have expressed herself and said what she needed to say and let them finish their night out. It was, it's Valentine's Day. And plus, like you said, I invested in you. The only reason why she probably even looking at you is because of all the stuff that I did. I felt like that was a low blow. I don't know what y'all think about it, but I feel like that was a low blow on Deja's part. Like, I know your feelings are a little hurt, but I feel like that was a low blow. Like, don't throw that in his face, because he told you that his mother didn't raise a kept man, and now stuff is hitting the fan a little bit, and you're kind of throwing that in his face. So I don't know. I didn't like that too much. Okay, but he had the nerve to tell my son, don't act like you doing me no favors and stuff. I mean, she did you a few favors, like she did say, but I don't know, y'all. Yep, Yolanda, they needed to talk more. They did. She should not have left, Inga said. And HEA says that Tiara cannot be trusted. Nope, she can't. Tiara got a thought name for real. Every dude in chat knows it. Oh, JT. Oh, I'm sorry for all the noise, guys. Oh, you are so right. We did highlight this conversation that she had with Trig on last week's episode. We talked about that. They did not have that or show that for no reason. This girl wants a baby, and if she gets pregnant by Shad, it's easy for her to say that is, Trig's, because that's who she fronting with right now, right? But we know Trig ain't gonna touch her. So yeah, all of that, right? And it doesn't even have to be that she's attracted to him. It could just be that she wants a baby, and she's in this to do whatever she got to do to, like she said, people love a politician that has a baby, or love a politician with a baby. So yeah. Awesome. Thank you for bringing that up. It just totally escaped me, because my thing was, I keep thinking that, well, maybe Trig will have some kind of weak moment with her or something like that. But yeah, no. No, wrong sex when it comes to Trig. Okay. He needs to be a transgender, obviously, because and he don't want no chances of getting nobody pregnant. Okay. Shoot. That was good. That's so good. HEA. What is Tiara's intention here? She can't be trusted, right? She wants to get pregnant. LSW says, yup, a lot of people are on board. When people get mad, they let the truth out. Yeah. Inga says Shad was wrong, but they should have talked about it a bit more. Yep. Oh no, they won't need no DNA test. Trig. Lawrence ain't gonna need no DNA test. They not gonna need no DNA test. He already gonna know, like, who the heck baby. Like, no, it's not my baby, because so Yolanda says she was hurt and wanted to hurt him. She now seems like he's a charity case. Not cool. Do it because you want to, and you can't really expect anything back, for real. Right. Exactly. Then Yolanda says, Trig gonna feel some type of way. I think it's not a good look if Shad and T keep it up. Yeah. But it's like, why would he feel some type of way? You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree, Yolanda. He will. I think he will feel some type of way, but it's like, why? Why are you mad? And then even when he was up there saying, oh, you look good enough to eat, he's like, mind your own date, right? Trig said that to Shad. Tend to your own date. I don't think he was saying that because he is attracted to Tiara or a tiny bit jealous. He was really focused, and I think he was sending a lot of texts to not Imani, to Fatima, because he wanted to meet up with her later on. So I don't think that was the reason. I think it was just because he's like do the right thing and go downstairs and take your own freaking date. Like, what are you doing, bro? But I do see him feeling some type of way and getting mad, and also because it kind of puts him deeper into a situation where if he got a baby coming, then they probably gonna have to wind up getting married. It might force their hand where they might have to get married, Trig and Tiara. So, you never know. That could be a reason why Trig will be pissed off too. HEA says that he will feel betrayed by Shad. Lauren said he was giving him brother advice. Yeah. I'm sorry, this thing is acting up. That part he just didn't like. He's just not gonna like it, right? And HEA says guy code. So Verna Wilson says Shad's girl exploded with her statement. Pay attention to flags. Yeah. That wasn't a good look on her part for saying that. Yeah, it's not guy code with this situation because it's fake, and Shad knows it's fake. Now, if Shad didn't know it was fake, then guy code. But Shad knows. Shad had those other women pictures in his phone, so he's not ready to settle that. He's not. And that's why I was saying I felt like they was kind of setting up this moment, that we're seeing he does have some kind of weaknesses, you're talk a good one, Shad. As much as I love his character, you talk a good one. Oh, as long as I have this woman by my side and all of this, I know I could do anything. And he did such a good job at the meeting of the parents and all of that stuff. And just to turn around and screw up like this, like that was just so annoying. Okay. We're going to get back to that, unfortunately. So now we have Tiff. She came over. And I thought she was going to have Nathan's on underneath this hoodie. But she had a little sexy situation going on under here. And then she says to him, I know you still love me. And he said, yes, I do love you. You are the mother of my child. But I don't feel those feelings for you like that anymore. Excuse me. So she got her feelings hurt, y'all. I know y'all was loving this, but look, I'm trying to keep a balance here, y'all. Y'all know I'll be trying to be fair now, okay? Once again, I done got at this chick plenty of times, but I'm trying to be fair, okay? Woman to woman now, woman to woman. I'm trying to be fair. When she turns around and she says, you could be loyal to Keisha, but not me, I felt for her. I'm not talking about everything that she's done. She has put herself in these situations, yes, but remember why she put herself in a situation, because she kept getting played by her husband. And then she also started to question the reason why this ninja proposed to her in the first place. He had her feeling all special. And then turned around, still slept with Dom and all of this stuff. So it started to make her question everything. Where she was once feeling special, now she's feeling like you just proposed to me because you felt bad or you felt like you needed to, or what, you know what I mean? Like to make a wrong right or whatever the heck, you feel me? But I felt bad for her in this moment because as a woman, I'm pretty sure that has to be really jacked up to see someone like Emmett, first of all, who has been a dog his whole freaking life with all the chicks. And then the one time he sees her being, what do you call that? Being loyal. It's to somebody else, and it's to somebody that's supposed to be her friend. Why does Keisha deserve that, but not me? This is what I'm trying to put myself in her shoes, right? In any woman's shoes, because regardless of how many people say, oh, I don't feel sorry for her, this and that, there's women that have been in this situation before where there's a man that hurt them to the core, and they seen the man do right by another woman, and they said, why was she, why did she seem worth that good treatment or worth this and worth that, but I wasn't? So that's the part that I'm feeling bad about with Tiff, not because of or any other thing. To be very honest, I don't feel like any of them deserve any kind of happiness right now because of what all of them have. The only person I would say would deserve some kind of happiness is Keisha, but I don't think she deserves it with Emmett. I feel Keisha's foul. That's just my opinion. She's foul. Okay. Bye, Keisha. That's what I feel like. Bye, Keisha. Bye, Tiff. Go over there with your man and do what you do, because this is what you chose. You chose Iman, now go over there with him, with Rob, and that's that. But I don't think that Tiff should be with Emmett. It was cute when we thought that they was going to be together without this whole love triangle thing and Tiffany and them being friends. But now it's not cute anymore. They done did some whole mixture of drama, and I'm just not here for it. So I don't care. JT says he messed up with Dom, but he went straight after that. She just couldn't let it go. Yeah, and that was like the one time too many, right? Because remember when they went to the psychic lady, and the psychic lady said what she said. I think I brought this up last week. The psychic lady said what she said. Your D is gonna be the downfall of you. Da 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 da. You can't keep it in your pants. You can't. She was very concerned before they got married and before Dom and all that. She was very concerned about him still messing around and cheating on her. She was concerned about it. And then here it goes. He proposed and they got married, and he told the truth, and it just opened up a freaking can of worms on them. All right. So like I said, once again, I am not advocating for nothing that Tip did. I'm just trying to be fair, because a lot of times I have jumped down this girl's throat. Okay. But in this situation, I feel for her because this is her husband and her friend. So I don't think this is right. I don't condone none of this garbage. Now, Inga says Tiffany has been trashed for a long time. I disagree that she's been trashed for a long time. I think they tried to redeem her character, because when she was doing, I think on the first season, when she was basically a little hoe, I guess, because that's what Emmett said. It could be anybody in the South Side, baby. If that was the time where I feel like she was a trashy chick or whatever. But when they started to push them together and, to work it out, I think she was supportive of Emmett. I think she was, trying to be good to him. And I think that she was good to him. I do. I saw them try to do that whole into a housewife situation. I saw them try to do that. So I can't say that she was always trash. No. But they did mess around. They did make Emmett play her. And then she did what she did. And then it became a whole annoying thing. And it was like, Emmett, please stop chasing her. Get over her. But now it's like this. And it's just like flip-floppy feelings. And I'm just like, yo, do any of y'all really freaking love each other? Because how y'all turning these feelings on and off like that? And even when he was with Tiffany, he was still eyeing Keisha, flirting with her and all of that stuff when she came over that day to drop that money off for the catering and all that for the mother's wedding. Like, yeah, he's been trash. So I'm not really wishing the best for Emmett either. Let's see. If Emmett wouldn't have told Tiff he F Dom, the Emmett storyline would be dead in my... Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Let me see. Hold on. Verna says that she thought he was changing for her at one point. It would hurt to see him appear to change for Keisha. She feels a way that she's not processing well. Right. It's not processing, and it's going into her relationship with Rob, and he's looking like, what the freak is going on? Like, why the heck you got an attitude all the time? Like, am I not good enough for you? I think they all need to take a break from just being with somebody. That's what I think. Your queen says, yes, that happens, but it can't be explained. You will mess yourself up trying to figure out why he doing better with someone. That's true. That's so true. It's true. It's very true. You'll mess yourself up, which is why it's totally unhealthy to think about. You know what I'm saying? Totally unhealthy to think about. JT says, Miss K, Keisha and Emmett have a special bond. It was bad to make Tiff and Keisha friends. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And I just don't agree. If they didn't make Keisha and Tiff friends, I would be for Emmett and Keisha getting together. I would be for it. You wouldn't hear nothing from me. I'd be like, oh, this is cute. But no, they don't went. They had to make it messy. They gonna do Keisha, make them bond, and they out partying together. They doing each other's hair. Like, girl, they like, come on. And now all of a sudden, you fall in love, or you fall in love with her husband. Like, this ain't cool. Like somebody said, I think last week they were talking about some sister wives stuff, and then you get Keisha on this episode talking about we're gonna get through it. Yeah, we're gonna get through it because once again, like I said, when you're not the one in pain, it's easy for you to tell somebody that we're gonna get through this. And not for nothing, y'all. Keisha's like new sexy voice that she always has, it's annoying to me. I don't feel like she always talked like that. So oh, I'm being bad. I thought the divorce was final. I thought they glossed over it in the shy way. Yeah, it's not official. And Tiff said that to her boyfriend. She was like, he's still my husband. The voice is not, the divorce is not final, and yeah. Inga says, yes, it's okay to be alone. You don't have to go from one relationship to the next, right? And goes right back to what one of y'all said in the chat. They said something about, Keisha seems very foul because she had that whole spiel to her parents about, oh, I'm going to, find myself and just be by myself. Girl, bye. She asked one question and it was like radar. She was like, I'm target acquired. Once she asked Tiff that question about how would you feel if he moved on to somebody else? And Tiff said, I don't care. Child, target acquired. It was like you could just hear the whole, like, you know how the robot, the sounds of the Transformers, like her mind just totally said, oh yeah, baby, I'm going after Emmett after this. Okay. So that's what it seemed like to me. That's why I'm not here for it. AGA said they are all so young, barely in their 20s, playing adult games. They need to mature. Exactly. And you can't really mature with somebody, to be honest, like you can, but there's a great chance of growing apart when you do that, So I mean, y'all got to be some serious. If y'all mature and you've been together since y'all was late teens, early 20s, and y'all growing up into your 40s and all, like there's a lot of growth in between that time. Sometimes folks get stuck. And if somebody gets stuck and another person grows, whoo, hell to pay. Hell to pay. And it's almost like you don't even know people anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's amazing. It's a lot. You got to keep growing with each other. Like, guys, y'all know, a lot of y'all know I'm a Christian. So I'll be listening to TD Jakes sometimes. And he talked about how you got to continue to get to know your spouse, date your spouse, because as y'all growing together, y'all got to continue to know each other. Like, what if I don't like this anymore? I used to like purple. Like that used to be my favorite color. I'm just talking right now. I used to like this color. Now I don't like this color anymore. You need to find out, is that my favorite food anymore? No, it's not my favorite food anymore. I remember one time me and my husband, we played this newlywed game. We weren't newlyweds, but we was playing a newlywed game at the church. And I made a new dish that it was a family favorite. My husband loved it. My kids loved it. But I knew that he liked my spaghetti and the way that I cooked spaghetti. So I put for the favorite dish, spaghetti. Okay. And I was wrong because why? He put the new dish. And the lesson that we learned from that, well, at least I learned it, was that we have to communicate that. If I no longer like spaghetti, that's not my favorite anymore, then I have to tell you so that you can, and then if you go to the store and you think, oh, your favorite soda is Sprite, I'm going to get you a Sprite. And I say, no, babe, it's Sunkist now, orange. I have to let you know because you're going to keep on buying me stuff that I don't even freaking like anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going off on a tangent. But, like you said, one of y'all said it, they too freaking young. They got to mature. And that's just what happens. And that's a part of it. Okay. Let's see what JT talking about. Hey, Art Love. These dudes on this show never wrap it up or know to pull out. Yes, it's weak. Lawrence Greer said crazy writing would have been Tiff accidentally killing. Oh my gosh. That's so bad. So bad. The teens on this show are more mature than the grown-ups. They be talking about accountability, apologies, being yourself. I ain't hanging out with you until you handle your business. These kids, right? That is so good. Thank you for saying that. Thank you. That is so true. I love talking about some start over. Good morning, comment section. Thank you, Queen. I was just talking. Anywho, so listen, guys, this is the part that I was afraid of because I've been waiting for this dude to snap. We got to wrap it up because I've been on here a little too freaking long. So I was waiting on dude to snap and be like, start unzipping her hoodie, but it didn't happen. She sat down and just looked like she wanted to appreciate the fact that he came back home. I appreciated the fact that he came back home. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all know that I've been saying he off a little bit, but when he came back home, I thought that was very thoughtful. Okay, so she did not seem too happy about this at all. But was like, you know what? I'm gonna take what I can get because I done got my feelings hurt tonight. And he asked her where she came from, and she was like, "It's from meeting with Tiff." Now my thing is, I don't know why she had to tell him that it went good. Just be honest. It didn't go well. It didn't go well, and I'm still annoyed, but I'm here, and I'm glad that you came back. One thing I was happy was that he didn't ask her to unzip that thing because it would have been, you got some splaining to do for the reason why you dressing all sexy up under there, honey. That's right. Getting that detention, our love. Oh my gosh. Your queen said, I thought she was going to get murked in the hotel by Tiff. Oh, you talking about Keisha. Oh my gosh. He ain't. Wait, Naya. Hi, Naya said he too calm. It's scary. Yeah. Too freaking scary. So I don't know. And Verna, I agree. She don't really want him like that. Tiffany does not want him. He may be giving her some of what she needs, but he does not. She does not want him. No, I don't think so. I don't think so, guys. So we get this chick Tiara coming back down, guys. Y'all already know. This girl came back down to the basement. I don't know why Trig didn't let her out. And I don't know why the basement door is not locked. I guess, because they're all basically family. He doesn't need to have privacy or whatever. His woman done left the scene. But child came down and went right in for the kill. Kissed him. And he was like, I'm in a situation. No, why didn't you just say, get out, don't come down here, don't come in to get out my face, all of the above. Like, why did you let this woman get into your space like this? I was so freaking annoyed with him. Ugh. So she kissed him, and like I said, he told her back up, but then she kissed him again, and that was that, y'all. So how annoying. Inga says, I'm pissed with y'all for falling for this snake. Yes, definite snake and just all around trouble. And we will see what's going to happen. I know somebody did ask if this was the last season. I don't know, but we shall see. Probably not, though. To be honest, guys, don't y'all feel like the way they setting things up is probably not going to be the last season? It seems like they're trying to have more to write. And I'm just like, I don't want to say give it up because, I would hate for somebody to feel that way about something that I'm writing or a project of mine, but sheesh kebab. Anyway, so now because Emmett passed the test, okay, he passed the test, honey. He goes and he runs to his daddy and he tells him, listen, I give you my blessing to marry my mama. And Darnell was like, why? What happened? He said, me, okay, I passed the test, so if I could change, I know you could change and all of this stuff. And he was like, really? That's good, I'm proud of you, son, and all of that. Can't y'all even see the difference between like the stuff that Darnell used to tell Emmett from back in the day compared to what he's telling him right now? Like, I'm proud of you for this and that. Like, it's a total change, guys. I'm sold. I believe Darnell is a changed man. Okay, now Darnell says, no, Emmett says, are you afraid? Like, are you scared? He's like, no, I'm excited because Listen, he is sure. Darnell is sure of what the heck he want to do. All right. Now, I don't know how long the time is from when they had this conversation, him and Jada, when she was like, you know, the next man that moves in with me is gonna be my husband. I don't know how long the time frame was, but it didn't take this man long to decide that this is what he wants to do. So, he's like, you got my blessing, and that's that. But you need to tell Keisha that Tiff came on to you. And y'all know Emmett. Emmett is never trying to be truthful about these things. He doesn't want to ever tell nobody what the heck is going on. But he listening to his daddy. I think. We'll see. So now we got Jada coming home, and she see all these balloons in her house and stuff. And like, what is happening? So it definitely has like a prom kind of atmosphere. And you got Darnell coming out. I'm sorry, guys, the pictures are a little blurry. Darnell is coming out, and he's like, I'm sorry that I messed up prom night for you and all of this stuff. And listen, he gets down on one knee, and Jada is like, what is going on here? Are you serious? Like, will you marry me? And she was like, yes. And guys, I was mad excited. How y'all feel about this? How do y'all feel? Because I haven't really seen y'all talk too much about what's going on with Darnell and Jada. Like, are y'all here for this? I am here for it. This is the only reunion I'm actually here for. I'm excited for, because I honestly, even though I knew Darnell was trash kind of back in the day, I always thought that him and Jada's chemistry was like, it was really cute, but I love this. And so I was all like blushy and everything, like, oh my God. Like, this is so cute. And JT said, I bet Sway is pissed. Yeah, I feel bad for Sway, but at the same time, he's very young. And, if he ever wanted to have kids or anything like that, he can't, Jada, most likely she's past all that. She's had Emmett by himself for years. Like, Emmett is 20 now or whatever. So she ain't trying to have no more kids, and she's set in her ways. And I think she just would rather do it with someone that she's known all this time and really loved and all this. So Karen Jones says, I am now, but not at first. Yes, it's so cute, guys. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Inga says, I'm happy for them. Me too. And Naya says, I got more faith in those two than Emmett and Keisha. Yeah, I'm waiting. Honestly, guys, I'm waiting for stuff. I'm waiting for like the bubble to be bursted for Emmett and Keisha. And just so y'all know, I'll be happy about it. I will be happy about it, because I just, like I said, I don't like how they got together. It's the same way for what's that show on P Valley with what's the girl? I forgot her name. With Haley. Girl, I don't want no good for you. Till you do right by me. No. I don't want no good for you, girl. None. Lauren said the cancer is gonna come back. Stop. Don't do that. We don't want the cancer to come back. See, and that's something, yeah, right, Inga? Wow. Like, that's such a freaking killjoy. What the heck, Lawrence? And then wasn't you the one that was lying last week, talking about something you ain't gonna watch no matter what your wife say and everything? Yeah. And then you're gonna come up in here with your negative vibes. Stop. Naya said that Emmett and Keisha are in the honeymoon phase. Exactly. What's up, Jeremiah? I know I'm acting up, right, Ellis? I'm acting up. I'm be cheesing y'all. If something going on with them, just know Miss K is going to be cheesing. Now, I am afraid that if Tiffany gets killed, I'm not going to be happy, guys. Like, that's just not fun. That ain't fun. A man, killing her. But I did have a theory last year that she would, this whole stroll that she'd been on, that would be the death of her. And I would not be happy about that, because that's just not, I don't condone nothing like that. Okay, so that's just that. Lauren said, yeah, but Emmett didn't fall for it though. No, he didn't. He didn't fall for it, but that doesn't mean that they're not. It doesn't mean that something else is not gonna happen, because they swear like they just got it all under control. Who is ready for raising Canaan? Me. So y'all gonna be here tomorrow? I think I'm going on at like 2 a.m. I just need enough time. It's between 1:30 and 2 a.m. I need that time to get my screenshots together, and then we in this building to talk about raising Canaan. All right, because I am excited. I love raising Canaan, guys. So I can't wait till we talk about that tomorrow. So make sure you're in the building. I appreciate y'all so much for coming through as usual. Y'all, my night owls. It's 2:01 in the morning. We've been on for an hour and 25 minutes. Normally it's just like an hour and 10 minutes, maybe an hour or whatever. So it's all right. Let me read a few more before I get out of here. Your queen said, I was tired of them saying people don't change. Yes, we do. Then it was said, finally, I was ready to write a letter. I'm a Black woman in America. People change. Yeah, exactly. And I was saying that to him, like, hey, man, how the heck you going to say people don't change when you're in a situation where clearly it takes change? Okay. Lauren said, Miss K, I said debacle. Oh, I don't care. I don't care. You hating on raising Canaan too. You need to stop. I'm done with you. Horrible. Raising Canaan before P Valley. Yup. Because the thing is, we go on P Valley. We're gonna keep with the schedule. That's Sunday nights at 8:05. And y'all, we got a special live because that is our final episode, right? So we're gonna have some fun that night. And y'all just gonna be here 3 days in a row. We got tonight, we got tomorrow night or tomorrow morning, whatever, and then we got Sunday. So we're just gonna have some fun, Yes, Karen Jones, it's the midnight special. Will Keisha go over Tiff's house and confront her in front of Rob and make her come clean? That would be so hypocritical, all right? To me. I just finished rewatching season 1, so I'm all caught up. Yeah, I feel like watching it too. There's something about raising Canaan that gives me this nostalgic feeling when it comes to YouTube, because that's when I met Lamont and Moochie and everybody. So it brings back some good vibes and feelings. And I really enjoyed watching that first season. I did. And I can say that it's my favorite in the Power universe. It's my favorite because I don't know. I think it's the era, I can relate to the era. I'm born in the 80s, but I'm raised in the 90s. And, just the way they dress, the music, all of that, I can, really relate to that more. So I love it, y'all. It's my show. I really love it. Okay. But anyway, guys, I was going to say anywho. Anyway, so we're done for tonight. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. I love y'all. I love bugging out with you guys. Jeremiah, Naya, Inga, your queen, Yolanda, Karen Jones, Lawrence Greer with your crazy self. Okay. JT. I don't know if I said that already. Let me see who else is in here. Did I say Karen Jones? HEA, Verna Wilson, LSW. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. I might be going out to have a little fun tomorrow, so I'm gonna try my best to get up in here so that I can do what I gotta do for raising Canaan, because I'm over here thinking that my man Marvin is about to have this love interest because he got to go to some kind of I saw like an exclusive clip, and he got to go to some type of little meeting thing or whatever, and he thought he was gonna be cute and just sign in and then leave, and the lady was like, no, you're not. And she was a pretty chocolate woman too. I said, okay, she looked like she could be a a woman with good head on her shoulders to help change him. You know what I'm saying? And make that underdog come out on top, because I love me some underdogs, y'all. Miss K always rooting for them underdogs. Art Love said, glad your voice is back. Yes, Art Love, it's back. Love you guys. Have a good night. See you tomorrow.